This guy was in the Smackoff last year. Now, getting in last year does not guarantee you'll get in this year. However, if he makes a good phone call between now and then, he would stand a pretty good chance of getting back in. Let's find out. It is Smackoff season. We go to Southeast Wisco. Chris. What's going on, Chris? How are you?
I'm good, Jim. Dude, how you doing, buddy?
Great, man. Great.
Hey, listen, man, as the most powerful and influential clone in the jungle, I felt obligated to check in and tie up a loose end from yesterday. You had interviews with not just one, but allegedly two coaches with over 600 wins on their resume. How generous of your second guest, Ricky from Tampa, being flexible and humble enough to move down the time slot and let the newly retired two-time NCAA champ, Coach Jay Wright, go first. However, I'm hoping Ricky in Tampa said he had accrued 601 wines, not wins, yesterday. Every time that dude enters the jungle, he cries about not getting a shot at a head coaching gig in the association. Quick reality check, Ricky. Keeping score and running the clock at some rando rec league in Tampa for 40 years does not qualify as coaching experience. Nor does it get you on anybody's short list for a gig in the NBA, genius. And now you have the pebbles to tell Rome you're a pro trainer in the basketball hotbed of Tampa, Florida? Who are you crapping, man? Clones. Let me be crystal clear on this. I will not let some of you attempt to turn the jungle into a cesspool of degenerates that lie about their occupations and or accomplishments. At least not on my watch, Jim. You and Tommy D can't be expected to do all the heavy lifting. I'll be assisting and policing the jungle from now until we reach Smackoff 28. War the few, the proud, the Marines, and UNWAR, the bags that continue throwing hands in the stands. They need to adopt Elvin's motto instead. Spread love. Throw hips, not hands. Jim, you already know, brother. But for those that don't, it's a dynasty, clones.
I like it. Rack him. Chris in Southeast Wisco. What a great phrase, Alvin. Throw hips, not hands. I like it. He also said you and Tommy cannot be charged with having to watch over the entire jungle the entire time. There's too much going on. In effect, you know what he did? He declared himself something that we used to have back in the day. The legal guardian of the jungle. Remember, you OGs, you old schoolers will remember, we used to have, in fact, a legal guardian of the jungle. Ephraim. Remember? Ephraim was one of those dudes that whenever something happened on the program or something was out of line and I did not check the person hard who did it, Ephraim would come in here and threaten force, like not on his watch. And he was coming from a good place. And then, like everything else on the program, except for me, he moved along. So now Chris in Southeast Wisco said, I'm here to fact-check Ricky in Tampa. He was awfully big of Ricky to step aside for another legendary coach with 600 actual wins, Jay Wright, to come on the program. It's true.
Ridiculous, sir.
It would appear to be true. It would seem that we did have two guys with 600-plus wins on the show yesterday as basketball coaches. 600 we can document, Jay Wright, and then the 600 that Ricky says he has. In case you missed it, Ricky was the guy that right after Steve Nash got hired went on a diatribe on this show and said, sir, it is ridiculous that I can't get a single interview. Not even an interview, much less a call back. Steve Nash does not deserve that job.
Sir, in all honesty, it was ridiculous.
And then yesterday, right on cue, when the Nets got humiliated and mocked and embarrassed and bounced in the first round, not only bounced but swept, who was here lying in wait, in the weeds, waiting to get on? None other than Coach Ricky.
Well, I just hate to say it, Ron.
No, you don't, Ricky. You couldn't wait to say it.
I told you what was going to happen.
I told you so. Normally, I hate I told you so guy. Except Ricky saying, "I told you so" about Steve Nash was kind of funny. Not as funny as Chris telling Alvin, "Throw hips, not hands." There's a good horse name right there. Throw hips, not hands. You know, if we're not condoning violence, if we're pro-love and anti-violence, and who shouldn't be and who wouldn't be? We should all be pro-love and anti-violence. Violence gets you nowhere. Love gets you everywhere. Throw hips, not hands. It's a great hashtag, great horse name. I'm going to add that to the list. Hey, Dodger Jano, time to talk horse names. We've got 2 colts. We need 2 names. Here's something you can relate to, DJ. Throw hips, not hands. She'll be like, huh? I'm like, too late. Already named the horse. It's already in the jockey registry. Throw hips, not hands is awesome. You know what? Give the guy a golden ticket for that line alone. Chris, I don't know if you made that up or if I'm giving credit to the wrong person. I just love that line. It's an incredible line. You see, okay, let this be a lesson to all of you. He has a body of work. He has Smackoff experience. But that one line got him a golden ticket. This is all it takes. If it's the right call, or it's the right take, or even the right line, that can get you in the most exclusive field that there is. It is, in effect, the Kentucky Derby of the jungle. Only 20 a year. You can only be in it once. Well, that's a bad analogy. You can be in it more than once, but it is the Kentucky Derby of the jungle. And that guy got in by winning one race. Not even that. One line. Throw hips, not hands, got him in. All right, Chris. You now have a golden ticket. Remember, having it today does not mean you will have it on June 24th. Having it on June 24th does not mean you get on the air on June 24th. It means you are invited to the show.